Hi parents and caregivers. This week we will be reading the Tomten, and it was adapted by Astrid Lindgren from a poem by Victor Rydberg and illustrated by Harold Weiberg. This little guy here, that is the Tomten. And depending on what you look up, he is either a troll or a gnome. I call him a gnome. And he visits all the farm animals at night and checks on the family that lives on the farm. And it's winter, so he wants to make sure that everyone is safe and warm. And he whispers in all the animals' ears that even though it's winter now, spring and summer aren't too far away. So I think we all kind of need that reminder. So we will be making gnomes. This is the first one you will be making. So I wanted to let you know that this is what you need. You need 2 pieces of white construction paper, one to put the gnome on and one to cut all the pieces that you need out for it. You will need a skinny triangle with a scoop cut from the bottom. So for some of my moms who are super careful about how they do this, my triangle before I cut the scoop out was 8.5 inches tall and, what did I write? 3 inches wide. And you also need half of an oval. Mine is 4 inches wide and about 4.5 inches long. You will also need this beard drawn and cut out for your child. And this is how I did it. So I took my hat and my oval and kind of put it next to the white paper. You want the beard to be almost as wide as your hat and almost as long as your oval. And I took a gray marker and I just kind of drew the beard out like that and filled it in so it looks like a beard. And then I cut it out. And as you can see here, this little oval is going to be the nose. So I just took an apricot crayon and I drew an oval and I colored it in. And then I'm going to cut it out. So this is everything I want you to have ready for your child. I want you to have the half oval ready, the beard ready, the oval nose, and then the hat. And then during the session, your child is going to glue on the half oval. He or she will glue on the beard. They'll glue on the hat. And then once all that is glued on, you're gonna help them color this part in with a skin colored crayon. They'll glue the nose on, and then you can help them or let them draw 2 dots for eyes. And then you don't want them to glue the hat all the way to the top. You want them to stop right about here, because then that will get folded over and glued down, and this will get folded over and glued down, okay? So all you need for the session is the white paper they're going to glue it on, your triangle, your oval, the beard, and the half oval. And by oval, I meant the nose oval. So that's the first one. If your child has a second session with me, we're going to do a paper plate gnome. You will need half of a paper plate. And during the session, your child is going to cut some of these ridges right here. If you're worried about them not knowing where to cut, you can draw some lines for them to cut. And that's really simple because it's just real quick snips, and the snips are straight, there's no curves. Then you'll kind of help them take those snips and kind of make some go up and some go down so it really looks like a beard. Then you're going to cut a large triangle, and this is how I did mine. I took a paper and folded it lengthwise so that it was tall. I started at the bottom corner and just cut up. And that seemed to make the perfect hat for the paper plate gnome. And then you need another oval, larger this one. This one's larger. So if you can see, this is a large oval, and that was a small oval for the paper gnome. And then you'll color that and cut it out. And in the end, it will look like this. I taped the triangle onto the paper plate, the half paper plate, and then I taped the nose on, and then I decorated with stickers. Now they don't need snowflake stickers. They can use Paw Patrol stickers if they want, or just color it or whatever they want to do with the hat. So that's the second craft. And if your child has a third session with me, we're going to do a handprint gnome, and that's going to look like this. You will have ready for the session your child's handprint cut out from white paper, half of an oval to glue it on, a triangle for a hat, and then a skin colored oval for the nose. So that's it. I will put on the lesson plan that I emailed to you and in the description of this video where I got the ideas from. They were all from Pinterest. The paper gnome was from Twitchits, and the paper plate gnome and the handprint gnome were ideas I got from Glued to My Crafts. So if you have any questions, please call, email, or text me, and I will see you soon. Thanks so much.